All right, so it's February 5th. It's 2025, Black History Month. So today's my day 5 on my Black History move, So we're moving. We tired hearing about Harriet Tubman and her Underground Railroad, about Rosa Parks, and she likes to sit in the back of the bus instead of in front of the bus, and they paid her to sit in the front of the bus. Um, we're tired of listening to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Today we're gonna speak about Rodney King. Remember, Rodney King was a very famous character. The Rodney King riots in California. That he led the riots to the bank. Because he wanted his bank. I met the mother that raised him. And he was fighting for this money because he was fighting for inheritance money or money that he thought that belonged to him. Um, it was crazy. He was adopted. That was not his biological. I have met her many times. She's a beautiful woman. She lives in Linden, New Jersey. Um, and I have spoken to Ronnie King over 7 times. Ronnie King he was living at Florida the last time I spoke to him. It's an amazing story. Because this takes us back to Bill Cosby and the Huxtables. And everything. Because the Huxtables is about a real family from Houston, Texas. They were the first color family, or one of the first color families that owned a bank at that time in Texas, in the United States of America. It was a true story, and they had an adopted kid that was from Las Piedras, Puerto Rico, from Bajo Boquerón, and a daughter, that was theirs, and they all passed away, and Ronnie King was a child they had, they had this kid, and they gave him away, and that lady adopted him, they abandoned him in the hospital, and he was those banks and stuff, they left that money behind, and that money does pertain to him, um it's a very crazy story, very crazy story. Ronnie King is a very good guy, and he's a very good looking gentleman too, so he likes boys, um he's same sex oriented. He's very good. He was living a little bit in Italy, right? With the gentleman that works at the H&M store. He's one of the managers at the H&M store. He was his roommate for many years. At Fifth Avenue. Um, it's a very good story, And I want to talk about another thing on Black History Month today, because I always have a fun fact, I see these black men that come out with their facial hair, and they're very aggressive and intimidating, but they don't hit. They trust me, they're never gonna hit you, and they got these people that are born in huts, they get to grow their facial hair a maximum of 7 times, but they have to stay home to grow their facial hair, they have to stay indoors. They can only go out a max of 7 hours per week, and they can't do drugs. They can't take showers for 2 years and a half so their facial hair could grow, and they can only do this for 7 times.